I am Josslyn Glenn with MUSE by MUSE, and we are here in La Plaza de Cultura y Artes in downtown Los Angeles to celebrate the 95th birthday celebration of the longtime grassroots activist Dolores Huerta and the 22nd anniversary of the Dolores Huerta Foundation. Happy birthday, Dolores! And it's not lost on me that on this momentous day that we're here to celebrate you, that just across the street at Plaza Olvera, all the shops are closed today, and the helicopters are concentrating the sky. It's really a downpour. So I'm curious. What is the Dolores Huerta Foundation, and what are you prioritizing in terms of the initiatives this upcoming year as you turn a new age?
Well, it's really sad to see that we have a police state now because of Donald Trump and his attack on undocumented residents. That we know that they do so much work to keep the city going, to keep the country going. All of the work that they do to make our country safe, and building our housing, taking care of our elders, taking care of our children, picking the food that we eat, and to see that they are treated so vulnerably by the Trump administration is horrible. And so in our foundation, we empower people, we teach them how to organize, we teach them how to be able to make the changes in their community, but but they have to understand that they're the ones that have to do the work, and nobody else can make the changes for them. And that's what we're all about. And this celebration that we have tonight, for all of this is happening, it's very ironic. And also, by the way, we also have to remember Robert Kennedy, Senator Robert Kennedy, because he was killed on the 6th. That's the 6th of that when he was killed, and that's somebody that we lost. So we just have to work really hard. We're losing our democracy, and this is a good example of the loss of our democracy. We don't want to live in a police state. And the only way that we can stop this is by working really hard, by organizing, by registering people to vote, by getting people to become citizens so they can vote, right? So they can be protected. This is what we have to do. Let's work very hard.
And at this moment in time, I mean, you've really committed to your community, not only politically as a lobbyist, not only with the United Farm Workers Association, but with your foundation and as a grassroots activist. You have helped mobilize community for voter turnout. You have provided educational materials for those in the community in Spanish and in English to understand farm worker struggles and to understand what is going on legally. But you've also supported entertainment initiatives. I mean, just within the past 6 months, you have joined as an honorary board member the nonprofit Justice for My Sister, of which we have Kimberly Batista here in your company for your celebration. And you are joining your daughter Juanita Chavez, who's sitting on the advisory board. So while many other women your age may throw in the towel, you've joined another board. So what about Justice for My Sister's mission drew you into further participating and keeping your mind active?
Well, anything that I can lend my name to or give any experience that I have to share that experience with others, anything that I can bring to the table, I think that I have an obligation to do that. And I think all of us need to do that. And whatever resources we have, even if it's just our time that we can give to help other individuals or other organizations, that's what we have to do. And right now in this world that we're living in, we all have to be united. We've all got to work really, really hard. Because we know unless we do this, we know things are going to get worse. So, we have to remember that we are the seed, and they can cut all the flowers, but they can't hold back the spring. Okay, so we are the spring. We are the spring that's going to be coming after all this craziness and darkness is gone.
Thank you. And again, at 95, some of your friends are no longer with you today. Who, if you could invite them, who's no longer with us, would you invite to this momentous occasion?
Oh my gosh, I can think of so many that we all work together, that we shared experiences together. There would be so many that I could probably would run out of time in terms of like started to name them all. But we know that the young people of today are taking up. They're taking up the torches. They're taking up. They're doing the marching. They're doing the picketing. They're sending out the information. So we know we have a whole brand new wave of organizers and movement people that are picking up those torches and they're running with them. They're running with the torches. And so I feel very optimistic because I know that this dark time we will overcome it. We will overcome it, and then we will be stronger at the end. Sí se puede.
You speak of younger activists. Do you feel that this generation of activists are as radical or as bold as perhaps you've been, as others have proclaimed you to be in your past? And are there any younger activists now who you feel are in great descendants or your legacy of your work?
Well, I would say that there are many young activists, and the thing is that they have all of the social media platforms to help them organize, to help them mobilize to get the word out. And for me, it's very heartening because a lot of the young activists maybe they didn't have to go through the hard time that their grandfathers or their fathers and mothers did, but they're doing the work anyway. They're doing because they remember what their grandparents or their parents told them about what they had to suffer. And so we're very grateful to them because maybe they didn't live the terrible experiences. Today, this is a different kind of a bad experience that people are living, but that's, a lot of times they didn't have to go through the pain and the suffering and the discrimination. But you know what? They're still on the street and they're still out there protesting. They're still out there saying, si se puede, we've got to go forward. So God bless them, and we're very thankful for all of the work that everyone does. And thank you.
And last but not least, the Dolores Huerta Foundation is reaching 22 years. So, as how are you preparing for? And I'm sure you've thought about it these past few years. How the foundation will continue to uplift your mission beyond your lifetime. What would that look like for you, and how would you want that to look?
Well, my daughter Camila Chavez is the executive director, and but also it's not so much about my legacy or my name. It's about we want the work to remain. There were people to remember that we have to go out there and organize it. That's what's important. That's what needs to continue. So I have a lot of faith that the work will continue, whether it's under my name or somebody else's name. As long as people get out there and do the work, that's what's important.
Gracias por venir aquí y feliz cumpleaños. Es un gran placer. Thank you so much, Dolores. Again, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank